Here's the fanfare for the men's high jump, the trumpeters of the Irish Guard. The stage is set, and now come the introductions. Mutaz Barshim, second best jumper in the world this year, German national champion. Mutaz Barshim, is this finally his night to deliver an outdoor global gold? US champion this year, NCAA champion a few years ago, Brian McBride of the United States. Ilya Ivanyuk, European under-23 champion 2 years ago. Daniel Lai Cinco, third best jumper in the world this year. The oldest man in the competition, European bronze medalist last year, Aiki Onen from Bulgaria, fifth in the Europeans last year, Timur Ivanov. Listen to this reception for the Olympic bronze medalist. Is he coming back to form? Can he secure another global medal? Robbie Grabars. Bondarenko hoping to join the legendary Javier Sotomayor as a two-time world champion. He last won in Moscow. And the Syrian Majed Ghazil carried the flag for his country in London and Rio. 30 years of age, a huge talent. And from Mexico, set a PB in qualifying, the 26-year-old Edgar Rivera. The final of the men's high jump. Here is the complete lineup. Chabilko has jumped 2:35 this year. Barshim, an Olympic silver in Rio, a bronze here in London. Is it finally his time to deliver an outdoor senior global gold? He's certainly got the form and the belief. Lai Cinco, neutral athlete here. Robbie Grabars equaled his season's best in qualifying, 2:31. Bondarenko, gold in Moscow, silver in Beijing. Ghazal and Rivera. So we thought that Barshim was in good form coming here. That is ridiculous. A scissor jump over 6 feet. He really is on form, but for the talent he's got, he should surely have already become a global outdoor champion. Is it his time to finally deliver?
Championship record was set in Moscow in 2013 by Bondarenko, who was in this
2:20. Mutaz Barshim didn't qualify for Beijing or Rio. Much better this year. Only 7th in the European indoors. But here he goes. Bearing in mind his lifetime best is 2:35 this season. Yeah, smooth as you like from the German national champion. He's up and running. Really good crowd in again this evening for the climax of the 10 days. That scissor kick from Barshim was ridiculous. Speaking of which, Barshim was the only man to qualify at 2:31 without a single miss on his card. This should be very straightforward for the favourite and the world leader. Oh my gosh. He could have got a hippo between himself and the bar there and still got over.
He is in wonderful form, Rob. As you say, heads the world rankings, 2:38. It's the battles he's had previously, isn't it? If you look at 2-3 years ago, we were talking about that world record of Javier Sotomayor, 2:45, which was set back in 1993, being challenged. He was in a group then. But for me, this year, he's just gone a little bit head and shoulders above everybody else. But of course, you can't discount Bondarenko. He's the 4th best jumper of all time as well.
Brian McBride, US champion this year. Quite close to his lifetime best in qualifying. Here he goes. hoping to join Jabilko and Barshim with an easy clearance of 2:20. Yep. Good work from the American. We lost Eric Kennard at the start of the competition in qualifying. A real shame for the American global medalist. Clearly arrived with an injury problem, and well, he sort of ran through the high jump mat. So no Eric Kennard, but we do have Brian McBride in the final. Ilya Ivanyuk, European under-23 champion, just missed a medal in the World Juniors in 2012. So no failures yet from anyone on 2:20. Yep. Could be a good standard, this competition. It's the joint highest quality of any qualifying competition in World Championship history. 6 men cleared 2:31. Calvin Harris Fields booming around the stadium on the PA system. Party atmosphere here this evening. They want to round off a fine championships in great style. Daniil Lai Cinco, 2:34 this year, only just turned 20, a youth Olympic champion, Russian, competing as a neutral, hence ANA, authorized neutral athlete. Shorter run up than one or two of the others. Oh, absolutely miles clear there. Russians have produced some really great high jumpers over the years. He looks like another. So, the 20-year-old, he looked like he just skipped over that. From the youngest in the competition to the oldest. Lysenko's 20, Edgar Rivera is now 35. He made the final 10 years ago in Osaka. 2:34 is lifetime best, 2:30 this season. Let's see if the German veteran can join everyone else with a nice early settler. First time clearance at 2:20. Bar comes down for the first time in the competition. As we saw in the women's high jump final, those early failures can prove really costly. If you end up clearing the same height as an opponent, if he's got a clearer card than you, you are much further down the leaderboard at the end of the competition. Timur Ivanov of Bulgaria, 10th last year in Rio, not too far away from the European podium either. 2:31 is lifetime best this season. Well, that was pretty lackluster. So the last two jumpers will have to come back, and there'll be a fair amount of excitement now in the stadium as the Olympic bronze medalist from London gets ready to jump for the first time. 2:37 his PB. Robbie Grabar's equalled his season's best in qualifying. He's not in tip-top shape by his own standards, but he is the master of getting it right when it counts. World indoor silver last year. Is this going to be another global medal for the Briton? Yeah, good start by Robbie. Had his injury problems over the years, battled his demons. Barshim, 2:25. Oh my goodness me. He's clearing these early heights for fun. That looked so easy. Ivanyuk. Well, surely he can't make this look as impressive as Barshim, can he? Well within his comfort zone here. That was good. Not as much to spare as the world leader, but a clean card once again. Jabilko, by the way, and McBride have both missed with their first attempts. Lai Cinco, this 20-year-old Russian, competing as a neutral, national champion. 2:34 this season for Lai Cinco. Real star of the future. Little wobble, stays on. Now Robbie Gravars. Remember, these first-time clearances at the lower heights are really important when it gets to the business end of these competitions. Listen for the reaction if he gets it. Yeah, he is a showman, he is a character, and he's clearly in the mood tonight. Well, what about a solid start there from Gravars? Now, Bondarenko was the only man who skipped 2:20, so this is his opening jump. He has shaved his beard off for this competition. Samson in reverse. Well, let's see. Wild eyes for the Ukrainian. World champion in Moscow, silver in Beijing. Oh no, that's a bit ragged. Well, I wonder if he's regretting, not the beard, I wonder if he's regretting not coming in and settling down at 2:20. That could be important later on in the competition. He was absolutely miles away. So Bondarenko, a little bit of thinking to do here. Majd Ghazal, joint 7th last year in the Olympic final. A really important ambassador for his country. Very proud Syrian. Here he goes. Yeah, that's better. Good work there from Ghazal. Now, if you were watching qualifying, you may remember this guy went absolutely wild when he secured an outdoor PB. Bit of a character, this Mexican, based in Cologne. Can he go clear 2:25? First time of asking. Oh, yes. Nice acrobatic somersault as he hit the mat. Good work by the Mexican. Now, we've seen a first-time failure from Bondarenko at 2:25. And there's also been a first-time failure by Matthias Chibilko. Really surprising from the German. 2:35 this season. Getting himself fired up, national champion. He's had a great year and comes here with high hopes of delivering Germany another medal. This is quite important. Yeah, that's better. That was class. Little bit of pressure just being squeezed on Chibilko, and he responded really well. Bending his back and his body around the bar. Barshim clear. Now McBride, can he follow Chibilko, making amends with his second effort? US champion, 2:29 in qualifying. He's in the groove this week. Needs to turn this on. Come on, big man. Little stutter as he ran in, but he recovered well. Just about a sellout crowd tonight. Fabulous backdrop for these world-class high jumpers, and they're responding to the atmosphere that 50-odd thousand are generating all around the stadium, including over there at the high jump. Now, the old man of the group, needed 3 attempts to get over 220, and he's failed with his first attempt at 225. Focused, drawing on all those years of experience. Oh, nearly. He's having a few problems settling down this evening. Onen will have to come back for a third and final attempt, as he did at 220. Well, an uncharacteristic early miss from Bondarenko, the only man who decided to skip 220. Chabilko cleared it the second time of asking. Oh dear, oh dear. Now that is a big, big problem for Bondarenko. World champion in Moscow is in big, big trouble here. Needs a third attempt at 225. It's been an untidy night for the Germans so far. Can he draw on more than a decade of international experience? Pressure's on. No, not to be for the 35-year-old German. So he goes out at 225. Ivanov has retired. Wang of China didn't start this final. One by one, they're already falling by the wayside. So, disappointment for Onen. This would be a huge shock. The champion from Moscow's in big trouble here. Oh, goodness me. He really needed that. A great display of composure there from the winner 4 years ago. Bondarenko living dangerously at his opening height. Piece of cake at 220 and 225. Chabilko, expected to be one of Barshim's big rivals, has once again missed his first attempt at 229. It's all looking good for Barshim at the moment. Can he keep it going? Oh my gosh, he's making that look ridiculously easy. The omens are good here. A world junior champion, an Asian junior champion, a world indoor champion, never a gold outdoors, silver last year in Rio, bronze in London, tied with Robbie Grabars. McBride needed 2 at 225, and by the way, Bondarenko has passed at 229, despite the fact that he only squeaked over at 225 at the third time of asking. Ukrainian trying to make up for those 2 failures. McBride, first attempt at 229. US champion. No. Knows he needs more. Edgar Rivera, first attempt at 229. Barshim is the only man clear at the first time of asking of 229. He really is looking absolutely sensational, the man from Qatar. Mexican's in good form. His brother got a world long jump bronze back in Moscow. Great family genes. Had a fine performance in qualifying, Rivera. Based in Cologne. No. So still, Barshim is the only man clear at 229. Bondarenko, by the way, as I said, has passed 229, having needed a third attempt to get over 225. Lai Cinco, national champion, second attempt at 229. Yes, he is the second man clear after Barshim. Barshim's the only one with a perfect card so far. The man from Qatar looking good. Grabars in third place at the moment. Second attempt at 229. Massive noise from the crowd. Could really do with this. Oh no. Season's best, 231. He's going to have some anxious moments, Robbie Grabars, the bronze medalist here 5 years ago. 2 field event finals going on tonight. Here's Ghazal, Syrian flag bearer, here in London 5 years ago. Second attempt, 2:29. Oh, that's an excellent clearance by him, hence the reaction. And that puts him up to second place. Chabilko. Well, considering the season he's had, this would be a shock if he was to go out at 2:29. Getting himself fired up. Failed once at 2:25. This is it. Got to clear this to keep his aspirations alive. Oh my goodness me. It had a little wobble, but it stays up. Living a little bit dangerously there, the German champion. Out of the medals, but he is still in the competition. Brandon McBride, the US champion. Can he go clear at his third effort? So we've just seen Chabilko. Short run up by the American. No. Not to be for McBride. Excellent effort to get into the final, and one by one they're slipping by the wayside here in this competition. Ivanyuk needs this. No. The Russian competing as a neutral also follows McBride out. No medal for him tonight. Well, bearing in mind we had 6 men over 2:31 in qualifying, it hasn't necessarily been the quality we were expecting so far in this final. The Olympic bronze medalist from London 2012 requires a big clearance here to keep his dreams alive in front of his home crowd. No, that is such a shame for Robbie Grabars. He looked as though he was coming back to some good form. No medal for the Briton tonight this time. So, Edgar Rivero. This is only a centimetre shy of his lifetime best indoors. Needs this, the Mexican. Barshim, by the way, is the only man to have cleared 2:29 at the first time of asking. Rivera, yes, that's better. Well, he's performing at the very peak of his powers here, Edgar Rivera. Chabilko's already failed his first attempt at 2:32. Oh my goodness me, he has got wings on his heels tonight. 4 jumps, 4 effortless clearances. He is on his own at the moment. Can he stay there for a first global outdoor senior title? Lai Cinco, 1 failure at 2:29. This to join Barshim clear at 2:32. But he would still be behind the man from Qatar with that 1 failure at 2:29. He's only 20. Oh yes. Great work there from the youngster. 2 men clear at 2:32. Now, it's been a funny night for the 2013 world champion. Devoid of the beard in qualifying. Bondarenko skipped 2:20, needed 3 attempts at 2:25, skipped 2:29, I guess knowing that those 2 early failures at 25 would be costly. And here he is, attempting a first-time clearance at 2:32. Hoping to join Javier Sotomayor as a 2-time world high jump champion. But he gave himself a massive, massive scare at 2:25. Is it normal service resumed for the hugely talented Ukrainian? Oh, no. It's not happening for him tonight. Whereas Barshim, so far, hasn't put a foot wrong. Ghazal. His first attempt at 2:32. He is in the bronze medal position at the moment. Long way to go here, although some of the big names have gone out. Jabilko, one of the best jumpers in the world this year, has had one failure at 2:32. This would be a massive clearance for Ghazal. Now, this would equal his season's best. Remember, his PB, the 30-year-old, is 2:36. Been around a long time. Flag bearer for his country. There'll be a lot watching him back home. No, a long way off with that one. But he is in third. Barshim and Lai Cinco, the only men clear at 2:32. Rivera looking for a first clearance at 2:32. That would be a PB. Great effort from the Mexican to still be in the hunt here when bigger names have gone. Mutaz Barshim, you can see Semenya being interviewed there. He's been made to wait. The German needed 3 attempts to get over 2:29. Can he join Barshim and Lai Cinco, clearing 2:32? He's gone 2:35 this season, firing himself up, getting himself pumped for the job at hand. Needs this. He's in 5th overall. No, nowhere near. So a great breakthrough season that has seen him achieve new heights does not bring him a global medal. He's out in 5th.
Stoppable here this evening. World champion again.
Bondarenko all over the place here. Oh my goodness me! He thought for a minute that was staying on, but it's been a strange night for the 2013 world champion. Well off form, bearing in mind at his best he is one of the best in the world. Now Ghazal, he is closing in on a bronze medal for Syria. This would really help. No. So he is reliant now on the only man left to jump at 2:32, failing. Mejad Ghazal on the verge of the bronze. If Rivera misses this, the Syrian is in bronze medal position. Only Barshim and Lai Cinco have gone clear at 2:32. This for a PB, remember, for the Mexican. Oh, not to be. Great result for him. He'll finish this competition in 4th. So Ghazal has won Syria's first ever high jump medal. It is a bronze, and look at the reaction. He can hardly believe it. What a moment that will be for him on the podium. Incredible. Barshim leading at the moment. He and Lai Cinco have this high jump competition to themselves. Barshim leads because Lai Cinco had one failure at 2:29. First time clearances at 2:20, 2:25, 2:29, 2:32. All around him are falling by the wayside. He has looked absolutely electric so far, miles clear at every height. Can he turn the screw on what would be the first global outdoor gold? You just cannot see him being beaten tonight. And yes, Mutaz Barshim, you really are flying here in London. Minimum of a silver for Lai Cinco. That one failure at 29 could prove costly. Barshim is on fire at the moment. No. It's looking more and more likely that it will be gold to Barshim. But the 20-year-old Russian, competing as a neutral, is a fine athlete, and he has 2 more chances to clear 2:35. Lai Cinco's second attempt at 2:35, 20 years of age, needs this really to stand a chance against Barshim. One more attempt to follow, but 2 misses to Barshim's clean card. Oh, yeah, oh my gosh, how close was that? One last chance or Barshim will be the world champion. Lai Cinco needs this to stand any chance of gold. Otherwise, it's a fabulous silver for him, and it will be that seemingly elusive gold for Mutaz Barshim. No, not to be. He has performed brilliantly here, the young Russian. And at last, Barshim is a world outdoor champion to go alongside his world indoor title and his world junior title. And the manner in which he's cleared every height so far, the question is, how high can he go tonight with the whole competition put to bed and a packed stadium to impress? Barshim, he's already the world champion. This for 2:40, last chance to thrill the crowd here. Got the stadium to himself. Oh, just clipped it with his heels. He looked miles over. Well, we thought he was in spectacular form, and the Olympic silver medalist is now the world champion to go alongside his world indoor crown in 2014 and his world junior title in 2010. He just looked unstoppable tonight. You couldn't see anybody beating him, to be honest.
He completely controlled that men's high jump final. He arrived only 3 centimeters ahead of the rest of the world on the world rankings. But how smooth did he look in qualifying? And then taking that into the final, attempting 240, getting back to the heights he was trying to get over a couple of years ago. A dominant display by Barshim in that men's high jump final. They had a bronze medal already, and now they've picked up a gold in the men's high jump.
Mutaz Barshim is the world champion. Lai Cinco, the young man from Russia, competing as a neutral for silver, and Majid Ghazal, the first male from Syria to win a world championship medal. He was absolutely delighted.
They definitely enjoyed it.